Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Mike the Muppet Modeler here, and before we get started, as always, I would like to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers, new and existing. Without you guys, yeah, we wouldn't be where we are. 7 subscribers away from 1,000 now, and over 2,100 watch hours in the past 365 days or year, so everything's great as far as I'm concerned. I've come out in the shed this morning to do a box review of this monster. My Christmas present to be. It's the Trumpeter 116 German SDKFZ 171 Panther Aus G early version. This has a full interior. It's absolutely huge. It's absolutely massive. It's 553.8 millimeters length, 213.6 millimeters wide, and over 2,300 parts to the kit. It has different I think it's 4 different camo schemes, and just shows some of the interior bits and the wheels and bits and bobs. The sides are just the box art, decals, photo etch. Difficult to hold it in that position. It's kit number, if I can find it, 00928. Right, I'll be back in a second. My son's decided now that he wants some chicken nuggets, so I'll go and put them on and then I'll be back. As I said, guys, this is my Christmas present. My partner asked me what I would like. I picked this out as a joke, really, because it is so expensive. With postage it was just over £200, so I feel myself very fortunate and very lucky. However, it got shipped over, and then I had a letter from Royal Mail stating that I needed to pay another £60 to get it released and have it delivered. This wasn't stated on eBay in the ad or anything else, so it came as a bit of a shock. So if anyone wants one of these and you're ordering it abroad, just be careful. Now the lens seems to be a bit misty now, so I am going to cut it there and we'll come back when it's cleared. Along with the set, I did get several free bits, if you like, including this 116 figure. It is Jochen Piper, I believe. No, Gerhard Bergman. It is Gerhard Bergman, says on the front, so that's really nice. Also, guys, in the box is some free bits, one of which is a tarp, I believe. If I swing this back round to the chair, go back to the box. It's a tarp, I think, to go, you can drape it over the back of the tank or whatever, but it's red with a white circle and a swastika in the middle. I understand that some people might get offended by this, so I won't show that. There are a few other bits in the pack, so what I will do is I will get those out and I will show, but I won't show that particular part. But I think it was a nice touch. Personally, doesn't give me, there's no offence to anyone or anything. I don't agree with the Nazis and all the rest of it, but it doesn't faze me. It's for a model and a bit of added detail, basically. That's the way I look at it. So, but anyway, I shall open the box. It's very, very well packaged. Humongous box, as you can see. Oh, very heavy as well. Just show you basically inside the box. Three boxes inside the box. There's a camouflage call outs. There's two on that side and three on that side, so there's five in fact. Put that there. So what I do is I will get one box out at a time and we'll go through them, starting with one of the biggest boxes. So I'll get it out and I'll see you in a bit. So there we go, guys, there's that's one of the boxes. Even that's almost the size of my cutting mat. Nice picture on the top, and it's nice cardboard, and as you can see, cram packed. And we've got two small sprues there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 18, 22 screws in this box. So without any further ado, let's go for it. Put that in there, get rid of that. Obviously, as with the Tiger one that I'm doing at the moment, everything with this is gonna be big. It's got some paint on there or something. I would assume that's the idler wheels. Not really a lot of detail on them, but what is there is really good. No flash. Some ejector pin marks on the insides there. I can point them out. There's 4 there, but obviously you won't see those, so no need to deal with them. So that's nice, looking good. It has started raining, hopefully it won't rain too hard and then I won't be forced to stop this and come back to it in a bit. Some really nice detail there. We've got the front fender. Guys, the camera seems to be at a bit of an angle for some reason. So we've got storage for the cleaning rods for the gun. Lovely, lovely, lovely detail on that fire extinguisher there. Got the shovel. You've got the racks for holding the tools. There's the light, or the rear of the light there. There's the front of the light there. What else do we have? The ball mount for the machine gun. The main gun storage, if you like, for locking it in place when moving. Got the crank for the engine start. Got the light part, the wiring for the light there, and the housing. Some really, really, really nice detail there. There seems to be no flash again. There's no ejector pin marks. Detail on there is nice. That's rivets on the top of the fenders. Really nice. I said to somebody, or maybe online, that I would love to do a 1/16 with full interior, and my friend Rob at Rims Models, again, he got King Tiger, I believe, 1/16 with full interior, so that prompted me to have a look, and I found the King Tiger, but I didn't want that as he's got it. So, and then I found this Panther, so this is why I got this. Extremely lucky, as I said, but I am under strict instructions that I can't have it till Christmas. Right, 2 sprues the same here. This. All parts for the ventilation, I think, yeah, the fans. Some lovely detail there, especially on here. The radiators, the fan housing. Really, really nice. Underneath as well. A lot, even tiny wing nuts. So yeah, there's 2 sprues of that, as I said. Oh, there's a piece come out there. I think that's part of the what do you call it, gearbox, I think. Lovely, 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 lovely detail. Beautiful. All parts of the is it the drive shaft? Not the drive shaft. Yeah, all the gearbox. gearbox and transmission. That's the word I was looking for, transmission. Really, really nice. Usually I think you lose a lot of detail as the scale of kits go up, but this seems to have loads in it. Put that back in there. Don't want to lose it, obviously. What do we have here? Gun frontal armour. Right, we've got two types of gun mantlet. This was the very early version, probably the first version. It's got some sort of spray or something over it. And then it was modified to stop the shells or incoming rounds going underneath or pinging down off the bottom and going into the driver's compartment. Parts for the main gun. Portion of the frontal armour. I think that might be part of the top of the turret. Part of the cupola there. And we've got the cupola hatch. And maybe a rear hatch here. Yeah, top hatch. Really, really nice detail. No ejector pin marks that I can see that will have to be dealt with. So I'm happy about that. That looks really good. Then we have here fuel tanks, radiators, the rear firewall for the fighting compartment, a bit of exhaust there, looks like suspension arms. I'm sure we'll find out as we go along. I don't know what these bits are. Oh, these are the stowage bins for the rear of the tank. Really nice. Possibly, is that oil and water? Lovely. Detail. Really, really nice. And we have two sprues again. I'll just see if I can get one out. Yeah, I can. One of the fan grills and more ventilation grills there. Might be the engine plate for the fan. Two of the tow cable ends. Loads of some tiny hook pieces. Oh, excuse me. Oh, burping away there. some more hooks to go on to the around the turret hatches or something like that, I would think. There's the grills, opened or closed, for the vents there. Springs for the hatch, hatch lock. Really nice. Give you a close up of that with the detail. Really nice. And they're slide molded. There is a seam down each side just to give a scrape or a sand. They look really, really good. So that's 2 sprues of that one again. I lost count how many I said. Was it 22? Something like that. 22 sprues to this box. There's 2 sprues again. Oh, lovely, lovely detail. Part 30, there is nothing there. But we've got storage box, ammo storage. It's either storage box or, no, I think it's the battery. It's the battery box. Part of the radio. One of the seats. There's a seat cushion, the base. Another seat there. Some lovely, lovely, lovely detail. See if I can get you a nice close up with that. The radio particularly is great. I'm going to have to do a really neat job on that. Got the tow cable hooks, or the tow cable towing points. Back of that chair, really nice. Wonder how I'm going to paint that individually. Be very interesting. So again, another 2 sprues. 1 sprue this time. So another fire extinguisher. So obviously you'll have one interior and one on the exterior. Another box. I think this might be part of the engine. I'm not sure. Look at the size of those ammo pouches. They're huge. And that's the lids for the ammo pouches. These are the pouches that catch the ammo when they come out of the machine guns. Really, really nice. Oh, I can't wait. I'm really excited about building this, but it won't be until I've completed the P47. Alright, there's 2 sprues of torsion bars. Nice detail on those. Quite simple, but really nice. Slide molded. They do have a seam, just a mould line if you like, down the outsides just to clean up, but that shouldn't be too much and not too much of a hassle or problem. So really, really nice. 2 of those. Another nice big bag. sorry if any of this goes out of shot, guys, but these sprues are massive. Massive. Engine block. Two sides of the engine block. Front or rear of the engine block, and the other half, I would imagine. Then you got your starter motor, solenoids or whatever. That's your brace for the interior of the fighting compartment. The two rear firewalls, the one either side of the engine. Some lovely detail. Again, once all this goes together, it's going to look awesome. I don't know if I'd have to build it up and do a bit of wiring and things and keep the engine separate, because that looks amazing. I can't get over it. I'm really looking forward to this. I really am. Right, then we have eight sprues, basically of exactly the same. They are the track pins, guide horns, and links, I think. So I won't bother opening both packs, obviously, for an obvious reason. And there we go. Guide horns, track pins, and I think that's track links. It's got chevrons on the inside by the looks of it, so yeah, it looks awesome. Really nice. So there's going to be a bit of clean up on the guide horns, because for obvious reasons they are stuck on the sprue in three places, a lot of them, and it only looks like half, so you might have to glue them together. Cool. I'm just going to do some work. Not only will I need a load of paint, I'm probably also going to need a load of glue as well. Right, so that's the end of the first box, guys. Just hang on a second there, and I'll change boxes over. Right then, guys, the first part, this is the piece I was speaking about. Just a red rectangle, really, but it is like a fabric, so I think it's to like make a tarp out of it, so that's what I shall be doing. I'll get rid of that. Obviously don't want to annoy or upset anybody, especially YouTube. Also come with maps, 6 of one. Might all correlate to whichever camouflage version you're doing. So that's really nice. And the last one, I think it's just a nice touch. Like I said, I did order this from Germany, so it did cost me 60 quid extra. the instruction manual. It's not a book, it's a manual, but we go into that in a bit. Let's move that out of the way somewhere if I can find some room. We have decals. Now I'm not going to take these out, guys. Loads of numbers. There's some white numbers under there as well. We've got the German crosses, some mini details there, and then you've got all your ammunition decals, a Red Cross there, some information labels for different parts of the interior and whatever, so that's all really nice. But like I say, I'm not going to open that, I'm just going to leave that sealed. Hope you don't mind, guys. And this box has 1, 2, bubble wrap 3, 4, more bubble wrap 5, 6, more bubble wrap 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 sprues in this one, so that's what, 35 so far, 35 sprues so far for the kit. So let's have a butcher's. First of all, we've got the main gun and the floor of the turret basket I can see immediately. Turret ring. Some nice detail on this piece, if I can show you. Nuts and bolts. There's 2 different styles, well they look to be the same to me, of muzzle brake. Got the machine gun ring for the top of the commander's cupola there. 2 halves of the main gun, which is going to be a massive seam line to get rid of. I don't think there's an aluminium bit in this. I'm not sure, not 100% certain, but I don't think there is. So that's going to be a bit of a job. And then you've got the 2 parts of the turret basket there. But all very nice. I don't pretend to know what all the parts are. I wish I did. But I don't do. I'm not one for research, I'm afraid. Another nice big one. Nice big pack. Oh, really? Oh, I know I keep going on about it, but the detail is awesome. The exhaust for the engine. I think all this is engine parts. Looking just is it the rocker heads or the I don't know. I'm not going to pretend. You've got the 2 ends for the engine, loads of hose or springs, parts of the drive shaft. I do know that. Lovely. I don't know if that's for the sump, but oil cap, oil filler cap. Just look at the detail. really nice. And as I can't find or see any flash or ejector pin marks where you'd not want them, should I say. Excellent so far. These parts have been put in like a bubble wrap envelope. See if I can get them out without destroying the bubble wrap. Yeah. All pipes, wires, and this is the tubing or the piping that goes around the upper part of the engine. I know that from other builds. That's all really nice. Some nice, very fine fiddly bits there that I will probably end up breaking, but at the moment it all looks really nice. See if I can get it back in without breaking anything before I've even started. That's lovely. Right, we have another big pack. This is the trunking for the wiring throughout the floor of the tank. Also in this piece, so throttle, I think it is throttle linkage. I won't undo that, so otherwise I won't be able to do it back up again. But the detail in this is, I'm going to try and stop saying it, but it is really nice. Really nice. Absolutely awesome. I don't pretend to know what all these parts are at all, because I just don't. There's a hole cover, 2, 3 hole covers for the rear of the tank. They just spin round to cover the hole up where the crank handle goes in, and a couple of other things. But that is really nice. This build is going to be something special, if I can do a good job of it, that is. That looks lovely. Another bubbly wrap one. There seems to be like a normal pack, and then a bubble wrap pack, and then a normal pack, then a bubble wrap pack. Just going through the pack. More. I think all these parts here are all for the turret basket. And the internal workings of the turret, if you know what I mean. Be like this wheel, possibly for cranking the turret round. This part goes in the top part of the turret, on the inside. some slide moulded parts on the top there, but it does look really nice. Really nice. Cool. Thickness of that, if you can, if I can get it for you so you can see. Frontal armour, 2 hatches. I think that's the hatch for the engine deck. There's a that's where the driver and the machine gunners, or the machine gunners hatches are. I don't know what's under there. There must be a very fine piece. So again, I'm not going to open that, I'll just leave it as it is. Lovely detail on that box. Nice wood grain detail. Really nice. I don't want this video to go on too long, guys. I don't want to bore you too much with it, with my excitement. And all that bubbly wrap, obviously. This is all parts for the main gun. I think it would be that way. If you look at this, you've got this goes to the basket that catches the shells as it comes out, same as this on the other side. Got the breech block, part of the front of the gun with the armour plate. Loads and loads of parts. Loads of parts. That's a nice slide moulded piece there, but it's a bit bent. I think it should be out like that. Really nice. How long's Christmas away? I'm not too worried, to be honest, because as I said, I've still got another project to do before we get to this. So plus obviously finishing off the P51 as well. I don't think I am going to be doing any more with the half track. I think that's going to be a bin job. Right, there's 2 sprues. This, one of the drive sprockets, and I think, yeah, that's these all parts of the torsion bars, or the assembly of the torsion bars. These parts here, if you can see, will go on the ends of these parts. But again, I know, I said I wasn't going to say it, but really, really nice detail. Really nice detail. These two parts here obviously for the exhausts. On the rear, outside of the tank. So again, 2 sprues of those. I think these are for the drives, or whatever it's called, for the idler wheels, I think, or might be even for the drive sprockets. I think it might be for the drive sprockets. More stowage bins on the back there. Got the interior floor of the tank. 2 parts for the jack and the rear plate of the tank itself. Some lovely big ejector pin marks on this, which if I decide to leave the engine out of it, I'm going to have to fill all those in and deal with them. There's a bit of flash on them as well. But these are the back plate for the stowage bins. So let's see if I can show you some of the detail. Really nice. And that's the 2 front pieces that go just inside the front fenders, and which the tow hook attachments fit onto. And that's another storage thing there. Start putting them up there. Right, this part we have 2 braces for the inside of the hull, which the torsion bars go through. These 2 parts can run along the side of the tank. These 4 parts here run across the tank. Haven't got a clue what these parts are. I think these 2 parts are the interior of where the drive sprockets are fitted. It's all nice, all really nice. Nothing of outstanding detail there, but all nicely done. It's all nice and crisp and clean, no flash or anything, which is really good. Being a Trumpeter kit, I suppose you would expect that anyway. Then we've got 2 sprues of road wheels. There we go. No explanation needed for these, I don't think. Then you've got the centre pieces. Really good, really nice. Should I say wheelie nice? Yes, I know, a dad joke, but I am a dad, so as many others of you will be. I did not even know that you could get a 1/16 scale kit with interior, so I was over the moon when I found this. So I'm just going to sort this box back out, put it back in the main box, guys, and then I will come back to you with the next box. Right then guys, this is box C. We have the turret, one bag full of track links, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11 sprues, the upper hull, interior of the turret, we've got road wheels, we've got cable, we do have an aluminium barrel. Great, so right, let's get into this. But we're at 35 sprues so far. I'm going to cut this one open. Weather's picking up again. Minimal detail, but again, nice and crisp. Nice weld lines around there, around the outside and on the sides. Just needs trimming off there and there. They could have done it for me, couldn't they? There are some ejector pin marks on the inside of this which will need taking care of, and also the name 116 Panther G on the inside of the turret, so I need to take care of that as well. The rain is coming down now, but I shall plough on. Try to. What I will do with this, I'll just cut off a little bit. There we go guys, there's the track links. Big old bag of those, so there's plenty to do there. Right, here we've got the ammunition storage boxes. Nice clips detail on those. There on the end one, you can see that. Different shaped storage bins, squares and what do you call that, diamond shape. But all looking really good. I'm going to try and hurry up a little bit guys, just to see if I can get this video finished before it absolutely teams down and makes too much noise on the video. More radio, another piece of radio there. More parts of the engine. Loads and loads of other small tiny parts, some handles there, even a shaped handle which is nice. That's the, I can pick that piece out, that's for the machine gun, that's the machine gun mount for on top of the cupola. I think that's the interior machine gun part. Very nice. Very, very nice. exquisite. Right, 5 sprues of shells, ammunition. I don't think I really need to undo those, do I? Different shell types. Probably armour piercing and high explosive. So there's at least 2 types anyway. There's 5 sprues of those. Right, 2 sprues. Part of the suspension, the shock absorbers. I think this part's for the idler. One of the idler wheels. Nice. Nuts and bolts detail. And some nice cog linkage detail on there. One. Suspension arm. There's 2 of those, 2 sprues of that. And we've got more ammunition storage for the interior. These wavy bits, the shells will go across those and then they stack up. There's quite a few of those. When you think about the amount of ammunition that these things had inside, there's no wonder they went up like firework night. There's the upper hull. I won't take that out of the bag either, but let's give it a measure. We're looking at 42.5 centimetres, I think. So that's what, a foot and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 17, 18 inches long, I suppose, something like that. As long as my hand to elbow. Massive. Right, this part is the lower part of the turret. The cupola. You've got the cupola in the centre there. Got the lower part of the turret that sits in the tank, upper hull itself. Then we've got the this is part of the turret basket itself. Goes like that. Nice nuts and bolts detail. We have here 2 sprues with the fans and the other sides of these parts here, I think, like the exhaust. I don't know if they're exhaust or what, air or something, some kind of thing. These are parts for the exhaust, I think. There's 2 of those, 2 sprues of that. it's all really nicely packaged, really nicely packaged. They've thought about it. Again, I'll leave these in, but that's all your clear parts. I'll leave them in the bag. Got 2 lights and all your periscope and viewport pieces. There we've got the machine gun port and a couple of other pieces. I don't know what, I think that's an aerial, and yeah, and the aerial mount, and that possibly is the aerial mount as well. That part goes in there. I won't bother taking that out either because it's very fine spindly parts. We have a machine gun. We've actually got 3 machine guns to choose from. I'll just take this one out and show you. So the MG42. Might have to put a little bit more detail in them, in the gun itself, in the barrel, but I shall have a look at that. It's really nice. Nice bit of detail on the handle of that as well. Right, we have 2 bags of tyres. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's 32 tyres, I would imagine. There. Obviously, for each of the wheels. We have 2 lots of cable, a thicker and a thinner. Good. 1 long barrel, which is a foot long, basically. Which is really nice. And the final part is the lower hull. I will get this piece out just to show you. Leave me alone, Rain. There we go. The escape hatch is going to need some cleanup. There's loads and loads of lovely detail there. Last but by no means least, guys, of the parts, we have 2 4 6 frets of photo etch. Unbelievable. That weighs some in itself. Right, I'm just going to put all this back in the box and we'll take a look at the instructions. Right then, guys, let's have a look at these instructions. Nice picture on the start. Read before assembly, decal application, your warnings. Right, this shows all the sprues to start with, and your photo etches and your decal sheets. So to start, you start off with well, first of all, before we get into it, there are 122 sections, 68 pages. The first is the lower hull assembly. Some 1.3mm holes to be made. That's at the rear of the tank here. Some springs to fit. Then the next part is the trunking, or the conduit, or the cover, which would have all the wiring in it. Then the inside of the armour plating for the front. You put that in first and then do this. Then you've got the arms for the torsion bars and the bracing bars that go across all of those. Then you've got the torsion bars going in and the exterior parts. A bit strange, you have to put it all together before putting it in the tank. I hope it all fits. Knowing my luck, when I do it, it probably won't. I would have probably done something wrong, put something around the wrong way or something. Then we have the bracing parts for the front and all the torsion bar sections of the interior going in part 5. Then we have the torsion bars going in from the outside. So all of the inside will have to be painted first. The torsion bars will have to be painted black before they go in. You've got shock absorbers or suspension arms there. Then the torsion bars for the other side. Here showing you that it's red brown plus orange yellow or rot brawn. Then it's the transmission putting together. So lots of detail going into that. Page 8, section 8 and 9. Hang on a sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys, it was the postman. And then basically it's fitting the transmission block. You've got the rear firewall with some of the bits added. Front drive shaft, possibly axle or something like that, I don't know. Then we've got just a couple of small bits going in for the rear of the engine bay. My word. Some boxes, some sort of boxes to go in to the engine compartment. Then we've got the exterior of the drive sprockets, or the drive sprocket mounts, should I say, and the tow hooks, the firewalls for the engine bay, these instructions seem to be really easy to follow. They're not over complicated, they're not showing hundreds and thousands of parts all in one section or anything. Then it's the wheels. I wonder if they're going to be able to be done like so that they can be removed. They look like they have some circular pieces that go on the exterior of the wheels, maybe to keep them in place before you put the actual caps on the top, on the ends. And you've got the drive sprocket ends. Then it's building up the engine. Two sides, two ends. I don't know if they are rocker covers, but I'm not an engineer and definitely wouldn't know where I was on a tank anyway. And I don't know my way around an engine, so I know how to drive, but that's about it. Change the water, the oil, check the oil and things like that, but nothing major. Then you've got all your bits and pieces, air filter, oil filter, starting motor, solenoids going on, exhausts, manifolds. Exhaust manifolds for the other side. So it gives you, basically it gives you a section, the instructions give you a section for doing one side, then the next section is doing the other side, so you're not just replicating, there must be added parts, pieces, more engine detail. These parts go in the centre of the engine there. You can see that. All these parts build up and go in the centre. Am I in? Do I need to come out a bit to show? It needs to be here. Right. There's some hoses going on there, some other bits and pieces to build up the engine. My word, looks like a piece of art in itself. More engine. Parts 30, 31, then fitting the actual engine into the tank, adding some parts to the side walls. God, that's going to be fun doing that. And then you've got hoses which come out of the back and go into the sidewall. think that's oil and water, your engine coolant system. That's your parts that go around the top of the engine. Then fitting on the top plates over the top there and the rear of the tank. And then there's some hoses with linkages that have to go in. Building up the fans. So I just knocked something off. Which is what I'm sort of doing, trying to build up my fan base. If you stuck with me for that long, then you can murder me in the comments for that one. But it's building up the fan and the radiators, and then fitting the radiators and the fans, building up and fitting the fuel tanks. Then we have the vents with the louvers in. It's a bit more cabling. Then it's building up the exterior of the rear of the tank with the exhaust pipes and fitting those. Storage bins, the jack, and the whole cover. And then it's back to the interior of the tank for a bit more fun. Building up the control panel, speed, excuse me, and your rev counter, I would think. Another part of radio, pedals, battery cover, I think there. I've got 2 pages there, yeah, I did. Then we have your drive shaft assembly and fitting it, putting it in. Up to part 60, and it's a seat and ammo. Then you've got your battery. I might be tempted to leave the top off of that, but then it might look quite nice looking through, so I don't know yet on that one. But you've got two of those to make, 2 batteries, 2 seats, ammunition for the lower part to make up and go in. Then we've got a page, 4 sections, doing all your armament, all the shells. Which looks really nice. Again, shells, the floor of the tank, the interior. And there we go with those. Got that all built up, all your shells and everything all built up on the exterior of the tank, and then put it all in as one piece. So we'll have to see how that goes, but I would think that'll look really nice. That shows it going in. Then you've got some small rails going in. Machine gun cases, or machine gun munitions boxes. Some photo etch. That's the lids of that. It's for the photo etch. Got fire extinguisher there, and the ammo boxes, the ammo catching pouches, all to go in. I got the brace which goes across the tank with some equipment to make up there to go onto it. I bet I'm boring you now, guys, aren't I? More ammunition stowage to go on in that section and be put together, and there we go, the ammunition going in. More detailed bits, covers, ammunition covers, and some other small parts going in there. There's all your throttle linkage and your foot pedals and everything, which then goes across the front. Coming on to the tracks, how to build up the tracks. Looks like the guide horns don't go together, they're just individual, and the outer part goes to the outer side of the track, the outer edge. So it shows the other side. Make 86 of those and then make 29 of those. Plenty to do. Why do I do this? Why do I do this? No, honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. And you've got the interior armour plate, a bit of reinforcement on the end, on the rear as well. Front hatches and some side brackets. Fitting those side brackets, the fenders. I'd probably leave those off though, because sitting it down, I don't know, it might get broken off a couple of times. So then we've got radios. All this is radio section, all this is radio part. Then building up the machine gun with the ball mount. Some photo etch bits going on in there as well. Then we have the inside of the hatch, or the hatches, the periscope glasses, the viewing ports, if you like. It's going to be very, very nice, very detailed. Even got a pair of headphones for the radio. I didn't spot that back there, but yes, it does. Has a pair of headphones. Very nice touch. Then you've got the engine deck, the fans or vents, and fitting those. The big circular fans and the gun carriage holder, the light and fitting all that. Then we've got the holders for the sides, the tool holders, gun cleaning equipment holder, external extra track holders. Managed to get that out in the end. This goes on, a bit like me. Then you've got the holders for the other side, box, fire extinguisher, loads of other bits all to fit. It's really nice. Making up the tow cables and fitting, and the clips and things to hold it in place, brackets, aerial if you're having it as a command tank, then fitting the upper hull to the lower hull, main gun assembly, fitting it all together, breech block, and all your parts. Then you've got your turret basket part, your catching shell basket going in together there. I think that's going to be a photo etch part somehow. Getting ready to fit the machine gun, the MG42, and the gun and the main gun sight in this part. The breech and everything that goes behind it. Not the breech, the mantlet, sorry. And then we're back to the interior of the turret. Get everything ready. That's the rear hatch, the rear of the turret. I think it might be a vent. And then you've got the interior viewing ports and fitting all that. Exterior of the turret, some handles and a few other bits and pieces. Then you've got the commander's cupola to build up in that section. Another machine gun to put together, this time for the outside of the commander's cupola, and a couple more bits for the inside interior. Oh, blimey. Then we've got the interior of the turret basket, got the floor. I think is that a seat? Some sort of mechanism. You've got the motor to build up and put in, and all the other intricate bits to the turret basket, motors and drives and pedals and wiring and loads of other bits. Then fitting seats and fit that to the turret ring. Then more motors to go in. More electronics to fit, more drives to fit. And then fitting it to the inside of the turret, and then putting the turret on the tank. Wow, so there you go guys. I'm out of breath just doing that, but I am, like I said, I am looking forward to it. I can't wait till after Christmas, obviously when I've been given this kit, and then I've finished the P47 build, and then this will be the next baby on the bench. So if you stuck with it for this long, thank you very much, very well done, and hopefully I shall be back next week when the kids are back to school, moving along with the P51 and the P47. So thank you very much again, love to you all, have a good weekend, and I'll see you soon. Back for the next one. Bye for now.